Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hour 2 of Just Like Us, Session 2. All right, Mike, take it away.
Well,
That was classiest dude ever.
Who's the mist?
You've got Ben lurched in front of you, dude.
Yeah, it's a zombie noise.
Can I act?
What's-
Can I just, like...
Well, you saw it happening. It happened rapidly. However, I will give you each an action before he's fully cognizant of his existence.
Done.
I think it's happening again.
Tackle him, Moose.
Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to make a thing.
Can I-
Anybody else do... I'll let anybody else go before Moose does. Anybody else want to
I'm
do something?
gonna back away.
I'm going to assist Moose in holding this kid down. If Moose succeeds in tackling, I'm gonna prepare an action to try to disarm him.
I'm not going to hold him down.
Smart.
Were you just gonna beat him into the floor?
You said he's like hunched over. He's like describe his current positioning of his body.
To give the moment you are allowed to act is after the mist fully enters and he kind of goes "Ugh."
So
And
he's
he's like,
he's on his feet
shoulders
but
slumped.
hunched forward. Yeah.
Correct. Shoulder slumped, head down.
Awesome. So I'm going to spend a willpower. And I'm going to make a brawl check. I'll explain in 1 second.
Okay.
Because there's a reason why I'm doing the willpower. More or less, I'm going to run at him, grab him by the back of the head, and throw it down into my knee as my knee explodes up into his face. Let me make my check.
Jesus Christ, man!
Hey, it's a zombie. You
That
just go.
sounds
for it.
horrible.
My willpower is to turn it all into lethal damage. So don't forget that's +1, so that's 2 points of lethal damage.
Lethal damage.
Yeah, and let me do my second attack for that. Yeah, it's the level 5 of boxing. So,
Oh god, you're trying to kill the man.
well, you know. I'm trying not to die. And here's my second attack. So as I knee him in the face twice.
So you did
I'm
five-
scared.
that's 7 damage total.
With lethal damage, you just killed the kid.
Yep.
Question. So I saw the other guy that was slouched on the
Mm-hmm.
table.
Mhm.
That person, I saw them transform into another person, right?
Yes, you saw the mist leave. No, you didn't see the mist leave the mouth.
I didn't see the
You
mist
saw
part.
what he looked like, and then when you came back in the apartment, you saw that he was different looking. And
Okay.
Constantine did
So-
say he's still alive.
So I had this whole thing where I was gonna debate, like, it's like, oh well, we can't take him out. We're gonna keep him alive because he can turn back. And no, he just kills him. That's
So Moose reacting as fast as he possibly can, not giving a thought. And then the second one, as the head, you hit him the first time, but you keep the head in your hands and you just bash him in the face, bloody nose immediately. The second time, as the head meets your knee and your arms go free, and the knee connects with his face, the head snaps back so hard you hear a deafening crack as the body crumples to the ground instantly.
Be careful. Ben's got to be in there somewhere, and that thing could happen to one of us.
So I go to disarm him, which was my plan the whole time. Which I don't think is gonna be a problem now.
There's no need for initiative. What happens next?
Well, I'm waiting for the mist to come out because I'm going to like try to like hit the mist. Like as it comes out,
You're a treasure, Moose. You're a treasure.
And then after a few
Ollie
moments,
takes a picture.
We should get everybody out of this room as quickly as possible.
after a few minutes, the mist does pour forth from his mouth. His mouth snaps open. Breath. As you punch it, your hands.
I do want to
Dead.
picture it.
You take a picture, not a problem. Your hands whiff through the green mist as it dissipates into the air above you. And before you lay Ben, as he looked prior to the mist, clean, no wounds. What happened? Well, who does what?
Broken neck.
Well,
I'm going to run down to him. See? I told you.
Constantine, you gonna make a medical check? You run over to check him.
Yeah. Let's check him. Give me one
I'll help him since I'm like already there as well.
Sure.
And,
Give him.
I don't
an
know if I
assist
can
die.
like. I don't know. Just
Is she giving me? Is she
Do you have anything in medical, Maggie?
no. I'm not
So-
helping with the medical. I'm not
Okay.
helping with that. I'm just helping him hold him up and then
Gotcha.
trying to like look at him and
So no bonuses.
yeah.
He's dead by a broken neck.
All right. So I'm gonna take his gun. I'm gonna hand it to Deborah.
Well,
I'm gonna just say, do you know how to use one of these?
yeah, but not well, not
a-
really.
All right, then when she says not really, I hold on to it. I just shake my head once. I point at the man who's still alive, and I just say, Moose, could you pick him up? We got to get out of this room. There's something about the rooms in this place. I don't want.
What about Ben?
He's dead.
What?
Nothing. Grab that other man over there and let's get out. Let's get out of this room.
Oh.
If his eyes are open, I'm gonna close his eyes and
Yep, his eyes were open.
lay him down.
I kind of like look around for a little bit, and then I do exactly what Constantine asked. It was the other guy, right?
Yeah, the other
guy's
guy.
still alive.
Kind of like throw him over my shoulder, and then I kind of like think about it for a second. I put him back down and grab something, any bit of cloth or whatever's around, and gag him first. If it's long enough to tie around his head, cool. If not, I shove it in his mouth.
Gotcha.
Might suffocate him, and then I throw him over my shoulder and start, walking with the guy. I don't want him to bite my ass while I'm holding,
And you make it out, not a problem. Walk out, all of you. The question I have then is, so did you leave Ben there in the room?
I leave Ben there.
Okay.
I would close the door.
I can't carry Ben.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious. I didn't know if you guys plan on taking him out with you or something, just in case or something. You all should leave, and Thomas, you wait behind just so you can close the door behind everybody and make sure, kind of like, leave him behind. Okay. And what's the plan from here then? You have this man on your shoulder. You plan on heading to the 6th floor?
I want to find Janice. The first place to look is her apartment.
6th floor.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
So when I get out, I check his gun. Is it the same quality as my gun?
It's a snub nose 38, so it's a little bit less powerful than yours. And it's in fine condition. It works, but it is not fully loaded.
How many bullets does it have?
Dose 2.
Dose. All right, 2 bullets. Like 2. So 2 total, like
2 total. 1 in the chamber, one.
Okay.
In the thing.
Okay. All right. So. Okay.
We're gonna head to the 6th floor to Janice's apartment.
So we start heading there, and I'm actually going to say, like, where are we going?
We're gonna find Janice.
Why do we need Janice? Don't we want to end this thing?
We want to protect her. We don't want her to turn into one of those things.
Yeah, but if we get her, it's just another person that could turn into one of those things. It's just another back to watch. She's stupid. She ran off. We should try to fix this thing.
You know how to solve this, Moose.
I say go back to where it started. Where did Janice say she got that shit from?
Downstairs. We can't go downstairs.
Yeah, we can't go down the stairs.
Did we try going over the railing?
We've got the key to the main.
We can't even go. We can't even open the windows.
elevator.
How do you expect us to get outside?
I'm gonna like look at Moose and just say, for whatever this place is, it seems to resemble hell. I don't think this is the time to take selfish and evil actions. We're gonna find Janice.
I agree with Constantine here. You should listen to your friend.
I think we're
Thomas,
circling
should
the
get
drain
going.
on this one. I think we're circling the drain on this one.
We're just gonna start
Well,
walking.
then we're
I
going to
look
start
around-
the
and
drain
I say-
together with Janice.
No, and I say, it's like we're not circling the drain because we have each other, and she needs us.
Pick the guy back up because I imagine I put him down to be expressive.
Yeah.
Pick him back up and keep walking along.
That's fine. So your plan is to head to the 2nd floor, head to Janice's apartment, correct? Via the stairs, presumably, because those have worked for you in the past. I assume.
Yeah.
Try it again.
Yes.
As you make your way up the stairs, you do successfully get to the 6th floor, not a problem, and you make your way directly to Janice's apartment.
Just keeping an eye on any
Is
doors.
there anything weird
Of course.
in the hallway?
Uh,
There's a
That's
body,
fine.
isn't it?
No, but here's
that
a
down
couple important things. No, the body was down on the 5th floor. Everything that you guys have encountered has been 5th floor. As you make your way back to the 6th floor, you notice that the 6th floor is not in the condition of the 5th floor. It's in the condition you remember it in. It seems fine. There's no peeling wallpaper. It's not Silent Hill-esque, to be more blunt, I guess. Everything
Looks fine up here. I wonder what the difference is.
I don't know. Well, we should actually maybe take this opportunity to also resupply, get food.
Question.
We're stuck here for a long time.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Is the floor that we're on and the floor that's below
Mhm.
identical?
In layout, yes.
Mm.
Pretty by the books floors and apartments.
Moose gets an idea And so he just randomly knocks on a door, like whatever one he's standing next to.
What are you doing?
I pull out a gun and point it at the door. Like, gee, what the?
You wait a few moments, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna turn the knob, see if it's open.
Locked. Not surprising though.
Yeah.
Most doors are.
I look at them and I'm like, "You think people arrive around here?"
I don't know, but we should check to see if Janice is. Janice, are you here, Janice? And she's gonna like knock on the door.
Everybody, make me a wits plus composure check. Scott, you're moving a little slower than the rest because you have this body over your shoulder. So for the sake of speed, everybody's moving at normal, and you're moving at a -2 speed.
3.
So 8 speed.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a 4 strength.
I know. Normally it's a -3. I'm serious. When you carry heavy shit, it's a -3.
I dropped the corpse. I mean, future corpse.
Okay, wits plus composures. Oh, I'm missing.
Trying.
Okay,
This game is so slow to roll your dice.
1. So you all see him.
That's
As you
just
turn-
you, Scott.
As you turn the corner, and Deborah's like, Janice, and you turn the corner from the stairs and hit the long hallway. You all see at the very end of the hallway, what looks like a person.
Janice, is that you?
The more you look, the more you realize it looks like it's working. It looks like it's sweeping the floor. This person
Does it look like a woman or a man?
looks like a woman.
Hello there?
So you shout, Deborah, you shout.
Yeah.
Did the other two to say anything, or just the two of you?
Well, I will, because I wait for them to respond, but I trail my gun at them.
Sure. She doesn't respond. She continues. It's at the very end.
No, we're the ghosts.
Don't say that. This isn't.
Yeah, don't talk like that.
Now we're the demons?
She keeps going. I'm gonna keep trying to see if
Yeah.
Are you approaching her, or are you staying?
I'm gonna approach her, but like
Sure.
not
Cautiously,
get too close.
slowly.
I want to like see what.
So she is from where you are. For just an idea, she is two turns of double moving away. Well, much like the hallway downstairs, you're on the opposite end. 2 turns of double moving away. So in terms of mechanics, how close are you looking to get?
Like
A quarter of the way,
if
halfway.
we're looking at D&D terms, I would say like 10 feet. You know,
Yeah.
two squares away.
I would stay a bit further back.
Distance.
I just want to like see their face.
Yeah, I want to like see what she looks like.
Meg, you're gonna get the closest, so I would like you to make me, after you get it close enough, you're both like, hello. She seems to be completely ignoring you. I would like you to make me a wits plus composure, Maggie.
Oh God, definitely not.
How long
seeing
has it been since we started the game in
2.
world time?
In world time, probably close to like 5 hours. 6.
Oh no, I mean since today.
What do you mean?
Oh, for your characters in this session,
Yeah,
maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
that's great. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So
checking
2
back
successes.
now.
So Maggie, as you're like looking and shouting, and she still doesn't ignore you, you actually notice that her uniform is that of a maid's, and she's cleaning, maybe apartment or something. You're not quite sure, but definitely looks maid-like. And the more you look, the more you realize the clothing she's wearing is very much from the 20s or 30s, maybe 20 or 30 years ago from you guys. Much more old-timey than what you guys are wearing in the 50s.
Okay,
And she's
not
dusting.
responding to me.
She's dusting the walls where there's not much there, but she's dusting.
Does she look like she's in like like
She
if I could,
looks-
like I could touch her?
Yeah, she looks fully there. She doesn't look halfway invisible or anything.
Okay, I'd like to tap her on the shoulder or something.
So you want to get closer, 10 more feet, get like up to her?
Yeah, if I can't see her face, can I not see her face or
She's
anything?
faced away, back turned, just dusting the wall.
Fuck. Oh,
have a
this
bad
is like
feeling
those horror
about
movies
this.
where you get close and then it's like they.
So you start moving closer out of the curiosity. Well, you've made the decision to go tap her on the shoulder.
Yeah.
What are the 3 of you deciding to do? Thomas is kind of close, but not as close.
Yeah.
But you see,
I would get closer, seeing that she's intent on
Okay.
touching this woman.
and the 2 of
I'm
you.
like, she has interesting clothing. It looks like a decade or 2.
I'm moving slowly closer. I'm saying I'm going to stay basically 1 double move away. and I'm going to be using every turn to aim.
Okay.
I will put the guy down, lean him up against the door I was just knocking on, and then kind of like, rub my shoulders for a second, and then just like watch to see what the hell they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
What's Thomas doing?
He's
I'm, like,
close to
helping.
Maggie.
Oh, you're all three of you are up? I think I'm going to stay watch then. If all three of you are moving forward, I'm going to hang back and stay watch.
Well,
Make sure that
I'm
anybody else comes up the stairs.
hanging pretty far back, but
He's like in the middle. We're like right next to him.
Yeah, I'm even further behind him, more or less.
So-
Goes upstairs.
As Deborah creeps forward slowly, cautiously, something else you notice, Deborah, as you're walking, is there's a few pictures hanging on the wall to your right-hand side. Pictures that are not normally there. You've never seen them before. And as you look at
What
them,
are they pictures of?
as you look at them and you're trying to decipher what's going on, you see a gentleman and a woman, both kind of one sitting in a chair, the woman sitting in a chair and the gentleman standing behind her, arm proudly kind of on leaning on the chair. He's in rather nice attire, suit, definitely in his 60s. He's got an old-timey mustache going on, while the woman is in kind of like that, like up to her chin dress, very formal looking. Just kind of sitting there prim and proper. However, I need you to make me two different checks. One is going to be with your encyclopedic knowledge. I need you to make me intelligence plus encyclopedic knowledge.
Okay.
Plus, hang on, plus, I just want to make sure, academics. So it's going to be intelligence, academics, and the bonus from encyclopedic knowledge, which is a +3 for you. It
3.
looks like.
Yep.
Okay. And then wits plus composure after that.
Of course. The consistent wits plus composure. See if I run away like a chicken.
Goes.
Okay, so first things
4.
first. As you look at the pictures, you actually recognize this couple. This couple
I've seen these before.
This couple owned a rather large manor right here where the property is now. This is Josiah and Andrea Barnes. They are. I would write that down for sure.
I got it.
Okay, Josiah and Andrea Barnes. And they, as far as you know from your studies and doing research, you are a reporter and you've definitely looked at the history of areas before, and specifically where you live. They owned a manor here at one point that was eventually purchased and destroyed and then put up in its place. But as you continue to stare at the pictures and look, and as you're like, oh, I know these people, who are they from? You actually notice the facial expressions on these two aren't exactly as calm as they initially appear to be. They look tormented. They look afraid, almost in pain. And the woman specifically almost looks like the look on her face is almost though she's got those pleading, begging eyes, those of complete and utter fear and pain. And while they initially seem to be looking at you, it much more feels like they're looking through you, past you, that vacant look.
I'm going to look to the other side of where the paintings are. What's on the other side?
Nothing. Walls are empty,
Okay.
as they typically are.
I've seen these before. There used to be a manor that was here once. They destroyed it to build this building.
Destroyed it. I'm gonna. So you just like is she just standing next to this cleaning man?
I assume. Well, so the pictures are about
Lady.
halfway to
Lady?
where her initial destination. She's still about 5 or 6 feet.
I'm still walking, but
Yeah,
I'm
but she's-
looking while I'm
okay.
walking.
Yeah, this is on her way to close that 10-foot gap is where she sees.
But I'm just talking to you guys, telling you.
Yeah, as she's walking by slowly. Again, the lady's still dusting away.
I'm gonna call out. She's like, it was destroyed. Do you remember how it was destroyed?
That's what I was just going to ask. That's
You
my
do-
next question.
You do not, though there are rumors swirling that it was not the only thing you know is that it was not a friendly transaction between those who purchased and him getting rid of it. It wasn't necessarily one that he maybe.
The details are a bit lost, but I do know that the transaction was not a pleasantly mutual one.
I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna say, Deborah, stop approaching that woman.
Deborah stops.
I'm gonna look to Thomas. Thomas, could you do me a favor?
What?
Can you check the stairs and make sure that and tell me if the rot from the bottom floor is creeping up here at all?
I'm literally standing at the stairs.
Moose is way back there.
I don't trust Moose's.
Thomas could just yell back. Thomas could just yell back at Moose.
No, I don't trust. I'm looking for. Actually, I want specifically Thomas to do it because he has the eye of a photographer.
I imagine like you called me over. I like walk over after being distracted by the photos a bit as well, and then like.
Do you see? Do you see the transition of rot, and is it moving?
Yeah, can I do like a?
So you look down the stairs. You're trying to see where the rot is hitting, and if it actively is moving before your eyes. Wits plus composure to just make.
Do I hear him ask
Actually,
that?
no. You don't need to make a wits plus composure. What you need to make me is an intelligence plus investigation check. 'Cause you're examining it.
Do I hear him asking that or no?
Yeah.
I would say he's not shouting or anything. I mean, he's not whispering or anything. So yeah, you hear it. Okay. Scott doesn't notice.
And that's the reason why I didn't want to ask him.
And then Thomas, you're looking for a while. I would say you take a good 30 seconds to a minute to make sure.
What? I don't see anything.
And it does not seem, at least now, that the rot is moving past where it is.
Yeah, I'll turn back to Constantine and be like, "You're right. It's moving. We might have thought we were safe up here, but it's moving."
So it is moving.
I said it wasn't.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, oh
no,
shit.
it's not moving.
I was
Got
like,
it.
are you in on this?
No,
That's what I was very.
I'm just stupid.
It is not moving, so no.
It's not moving. Do you want me to stay here and check? I'm still pretty beat up.
Yeah, just watch it for a moment. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just take something. I don't know, like is like one of the paintings on like one of these pictures on the wall, the one that looks unimportant. If it's like a
Don't take
life.
them off the wall, man.
Whatever. I'm just gonna like toss it over, like just not try to like hit the person at the end of the hallway, but just like throw it at their legs so it like skids into them, so it hits them.
Gotcha. The only pictures on the wall are these two.
Ghosts now.
But if you want to grab something really easy, like there's an apartment on like that you've passed before that was like destroyed that you could easily grab something and just hurl it. Easy grab.
All right, so
You just want to grab like something, and you do. That's fine. You grab basically a cup out of an apartment, more or less, and kind of hurl it at her. Do you intend to hit her legs, or you said you want to hit and skid?
Yeah, just kind of like so it's just so it makes contact with her on the floor.
Sure.
I'm not gonna overarm huck it.
I need you to make me a Dex plus Athletics check to see if you can hit her.
All right.
That's funny because I was gonna do something very similar, except for I was gonna take the painting out the wall.
Don't move the
But
paintings. They're ghost paintings.
All right, so
Only a bad idea.
okay.
Okay, yeah, you do it enough where it would make contact with her. So you throw it. It
Oh, that's a
bounces
good
and
idea.
rolls, or you maybe just roll it aggressively on the ground so it gets to her. And it actually rolls through her.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. That's why I wanted to touch her.
However, a few moments pass, and you notice her look down and go, you just hear a, huh. And she scutters over and bends over as if to pick the glass up in front of her.
Does she pick it up?
As you wait and see, she reaches down and she picks it up. However, wits plus composure, please, for
Oh.
noticing.
It's gonna look.
She
Good.
All of
picks
us?
up
The glass, but it
Those were
also
close.
stays on the ground.
Should I roll this too if I want to
You're
see?
close enough. You can roll this too.
There we go.
It's exactly as Scott said. She seems to be picking up and examining it, and yet the physical object itself is still on the ground, and yet she's holding it.
Is it the exact same cup, or is it?
It looks exactly the same.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. How peculiar.
And after
Maybe you
she
didn't touch her, Maggie.
do you
Um,
do anything before she finishes examining it?
I want to examine her.
You want to?
From a
Do you want to
distance.
like approach her?
No, I just want to like just
Okay.
stand there and watch.
So you're just
and
gonna watch and see what happens then. Same thing
Yeah.
for you, Dave, and everybody and Moose way back there, and
All right.
Thomas is looking
So
upstairs.
I'm gonna call back to Thomas, who's like keeping eye. Like, Thomas, you seem to photograph odd things. Do you know anything about fires?
I have photographed a fireplace before, yes.
Not a fireplace.
I've burned a few buildings down.
I'm actually look at Moose and be like, seriously?
They were small.
No, I'm being serious. Have you burned down a building before?
Yeah.
Oh, I've taken pictures of burnt buildings. Yes, after arsons. It's incredibly interesting.
When I was examining when Ben attacked, he had clear burns on his body in his changed form. I think there's a connection.
Do you think there was a fire here before?
Thinking back now, with this new information, does the damage to the apartment, like the Silent Hill mode, does it look like fire damage?
You think on it. You've never seen
Peeling wallpaper?
a burnt down building before. However, Thomas and Moose definitely have.
Well, apparently Moose was an arsonist.
Yeah, very.
He just does all the odd jobs that the map.
It's like, go do this. Huh?
Can you both please make me the memory check, and both a +2?
I've seen a lot of
Intelligence resolve.
photos and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist.
Journalist, you may also make the same roll. You make a
Okay.
good point.
Yeah.
What are we rolling?
Intelligence plus resolve.
Oh
Plus
no, I did chance
Wait,
die.
come
Sorry.
on.
I did chance die. I'm fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Intelligence resolve plus what?
I'm stupid.
You did a chance die? It doesn't say you did a chance die.
It does. That's why it
It's got
says
a little
OC and it has
There we
0.
go.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. I
Thank you,
gotcha.
Moose.
So,
Thank you.
Moose, re-roll.
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 3
One.
and then 1. So, Thomas, you're not entirely sure. You've never really gone into one of those buildings before, usually from the outside. Maybe hired to do so, maybe because it's also artistic. So, you take your shots. Moose, now that you think about it, no, yeah, the doctor has a point. Deborah, yet you think back to researching and seeing pictures as well. The doctor has a point. There's similarities between
It's a
the
scalpel.
peeling wallpaper and the kind of destroyed.
It does kind of look like there was a fire. I mean, I've seen quite a few cases.
I look back to Moose and Thomas, so you guys hear her, and I look to you with the communicate with my eyes because people do that. And what about you guys? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Looking
peeling
for their
wallpaper, but no smell. I mean, usually there's a burning smell.
True.
Yeah,
Yes,
does this
and-
guy smell?
Nope.
Even when we're in the rotted area, does it stink?
Nope.
Like rot?
Does the rot that you did smell, which I did describe before, was that of a decaying body.
Okay.
Oh, hey, if it's spreading, because you had asked Thomas about that. If it's spreading, then it's gonna spread where it's gonna spread funny. You know what I mean?
I know that this is the house of the couple. Do I know kind of the layout of what that manor was like before?
No. It was torn down long before your time, more or less.
I mean, I can assume a bedroom would be in a higher floor.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
How many floors is this building?
This building is 7 floors.
Yeah. Okay. So that would have been the full.
Yeah,
structure,
manor.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call people over. It's like quick powwow.
As you do
I
that,
literally my character is so deep in thought. He's pacing slightly. And, his hands are on his chin.
who's still close to the maid at this point?
I'm the
Deborah?
closest, but
Okay.
to the maid. But I
Yeah.
think I'm turning around to walk towards Constantine now that he's trying to gather everyone.
Okay, so nobody's paying attention to her at this point?
I'm still watching.
Okay. Because she's turning around at this point curiously, after she's done inspecting the glass, she does make a turn to inspect where it comes from. Deborah being the only one that's within, because where's Constantine right now in regards to the maid?
I'm a double move away from the maid.
Okay, so you can see, not as well as Deborah, but as she slowly does turn, it's almost as if the final puzzle piece clicks into place for you. You turn, and what you see is her face horribly disfigured in some way. She looks curious, and her face it's weird. Her actions don't match that of the emotions being expressed on her face, Deborah. She seems curious about where this glass came from, and yet the contortions of her face is that of agony, pain, and sadness. It looks as though she would be screaming right now, her mouth agape in sheer terror, her flesh destroyed and possibly burned to unrecognizable
Okay.
to see. But however, her mannerisms are that of a calm, inquisitive woman. And she doesn't seem, at least doesn't seem to see you.
I don't think she sees us, but She looks horrifying. I think you're right. I think there was a fire here. And I'm like backing up slowly.
Yep.
Getting closer.
You all do a powwow as Constantine did.
So I'm gonna bring up. I glance at her, see her disfigured face. So here's my thinking. Somehow we're interacting with this building before it was destroyed. Clearly, it burned down in some way that was uncouth, old-fashioned word. And I think our best bet, we have to find Janice and we have to get out of here. Here, I just want to throw this out to the group. When we get to the elevator, do we go up or do we go down?
The floor we couldn't get to before was floor number.
Anything below floor 5, and you couldn't get to floor 7.
Yeah.
I say we go up. It seems like the damage is below us.
And the floor 7 is where the gunshots initially, the very first gunshots you heard were up one.
Hey, I got an idea. You're saying because this happened because a ghost fire or something?
Yes, a ghost fire.
You can't, or a demon fire. You can't.
I love it. Anytime anybody calls Moose out on the ghost thing, he's like, or demon.
You couldn't go down, right? But we could go up. Well, maybe we can't go down now. Like we couldn't go to 3. It was 3.
Well, why
now
don't
we can't go
up?
to 4.
We have the maintenance elevator now.
Yeah, we're going to the maintenance elevator.
Now, hopefully,
I don't think you
burning
know what
isn't
I'm
going to
saying.
affect that.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Moose. Please enunciate.
Please elaborate, Moose.
I don't know your fancy words, but but before we could get to 4, but we couldn't get to 3. Now
Correct.
we're on 6. Yeah, 6. And he like looks at a sign near him. Yeah, on 6. And why do they do letters for numbers? Whatever. So,
I'm zoning out.
but can we get to 4 still, or can we not get to 4?
You guys
Because
couldn't
like
get
the
to
fire
4.
is.
We can't go down.
Oh, sorry, 5.
Yeah, okay,
Jump
gotcha.
the number by 1 then. It was last week, you know. So
No, okay.
then can we not get to 5 because now it's too much fire? You
I don't know, and I don't want to try. I want to find Janice, and I want to head up. That is what I say. What say you all?
I'm fine with this.
I agree.
I start walking away, not grabbing the body next to me.
You leaving the guy down.
No, I'll say like Moose, the man, please.
And I'm gonna go open Janice's door.
Okay. You open Janice's door, and the scene is very much what it was when you left it. Poker cards on the table, chips, food, drinks, beers. Kind of
Janice,
left haphazard.
Are you in there?
No response.
I guess I'll move
Ollie,
into the room.
so just a reminder, this floor is where Ollie's apartment is. Dave's, yours was down a floor.
Yeah.
Maggie's is on this floor as well. Maggie and Tom and Ollie's apartment are on the 6th floor.
I'm on floor 3 because life hates me.
Yep. And Maggie and Constantine was on the 5th. While you're on so out of curiosity, is there a plan to just hurry up and get to the 7th floor as fast as possible, or is there time to do you guys want to, like, now that you know you're kind of in trouble because you weren't last time you were on the 6th floor, as a reminder, do you guys want to rummage through your apartments for useful things? I know last episode Ollie did talk about wanting to use his red room for the pictures he took, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
That'll take too long.
It will take a long time, but it depends on what on you guys.
Well, isn't that like just soak them?
Yeah, but there's a process.
No,
You could do
I'm
that
not assuming.
while
I
we-
know that, but
He
like
could-
process 1 would be soak, and then like come back, and then like.
But then you move it into another one. There's like 4.
It's like 3 different types of chemicals here.
Yeah,
But I
and
thought
then
there was
It's a whole thing.
I thought there was
I
a gap
would
of
say-
time between each step. I could be wrong.
There
on
is.
this one.
It's a very precise.
It would
amount
be
of time.
possible. It would still be like a time sync.
Okay.
Here's what, because I could be incredibly wrong, so that's fine. But in my mind, if you were going to do it, I would say I was going to say 15 minutes a picture. At least get it up hanging and drying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's probably fine.
Sure, yeah, I'd go with that.
Still, if we were talking about it in character, he'd be like, the only thing, if we're going on the roof, then we need a way off the roof, and I don't have enough rope in my bedroom to climb off a 7-story building.
So we can't use logic as far as that goes, in my opinion. Let's just.
We still
get
need
up
to
there.
climb off the roof. So we could like get all the bed sheets and all the fabric we can and do Moose's idea of tying it together. That's not a bad idea.
I have a feeling. I have no idea what we're gonna find up there. Getting bed sheets for makeshift rope.
I think we need to help these souls. I think it has something to do with what happened here before.
At this point, Thomas takes one of the beers from Janice's table that still has most of it in it and just drinks. And it's just like,
Well,
we're not helping damned souls. That's not a thing that happens in the world.
Well, I'm not saying that we are, but I'm not saying that we're not.
I actually agree with Deborah. As I said,
I mean,
Go-
you
the
saw
golden
the same thing
ticket
as we did,
to,
Thomas.
pity.
There's something wrong here. And it is not of the normal nature.
Well, what do you plan to do? Because I'm not intending to go talk to that poor damned woman.
I'm gonna jump in and just say, let's quickly check Janice's apartment, see if she's here. Just walk in every room, yell for her. If she's not, both of you.
We're doing this in her kitchen.
Do we
Yeah.
do we have to walk in the rooms? Janice! Janice! Just
She might
like
be
walking out
unconscious.
into the hallway
She might be-
yelling.
She might be unconscious.
I'm going to open her bedroom door and go looking around.
Poke
Sure.
around.
So when he says in there, start walking off and doing this stuff, I'm going to turn to him and say, do I carry her too, or are we going to drop one of them?
I'm just gonna smirk. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, I'm glad you're making that decision. And I put the guy down and like rub my shoulder again because he's not light.
I'm going to open as many doors as I can. in
Okay,
her.
so yeah, hit me again. I know you. I know you. I think I have an idea of what you guys are planning to do, but just simply hit me with what the four of you plan on doing right now. What is the plan?
Okay, so the plan is, this is my plan. I'm gonna stay in Janice's room. I'm gonna look for anything useful. I'm
Okay.
looking for her first. I recommend that Deborah and Thomas, they go to individual apartments.
We were we were in her apartment before you.
What?
So we were in her apartment before you.
At least Deborah went to the
I lo-
apartment first when she came back from the.
I just like that you're just coming in here like you go somewhere else. I was like, I was here first.
No. Okay, yeah, my point is, but like, okay, whatever order you want to do this, but I hang here. Like, in other words, you guys just kind of quickly look around. You go to your individual rooms, and
Your
Moose
apartments.
hangs out apartments, and Moose hangs out in the hallway and just listens for a shout in case.
Okay, so those who are inspecting Janice's room, please roll me an intelligence plus investigation checks.
Okay.
So that's like all of us right now, unless Moose.
Except for Moose, I'm assuming.
Moose has got a poor shoulder.
All right, intelligence plus what?
Investigation.
Moose is just hanging
One
out in the
success.
hallway looking to see if anything's coming at us. He's not searching rooms or anything like that. He's playing guard. So, and I looked it up to develop a piece of film enough that you can actually like review it, though it's not like the super high quality at that time.
It's hours, I think.
No. It's a couple of minutes.
Because then
Oh.
it gets clearer over time.
Yeah, exactly. If you have
But
the
in the-
correct
in the
solution, and it's not
dark
final
room.
print, it's not.
Look at it.
But it's actually only a couple of minutes, and that's just for like the review phase. So like you can get details, but not perfect.
All right, cool. All right, so
We have to set up those
Intelligent.
chemicals. It takes time to like get the right temperature. Who knows if Ollie has that?
none of you succeeded amazingly, but each of you got one success. So it's going to be kind of a joint effort as you guys are looking around. And you're actually, as you're looking around, like I said, everything seems normal. Janice is not in this apartment. She's not in her bedroom. She's not in the bathroom, no matter what you look. However, as you're exploring and looking around, you actually notice weird little things. The table where the poker chips and the poker cards are, that all looks like, on first glance, it looks exactly how you left it. However, wait, there's a few cards missing from my hand. I had a full hand when we stopped playing, but now there's only 3. And why is that? Didn't we all have a beer? Why is Constantine, you look at you're like, why is my beer missing? It just seems little things are missing.
I'll notice the card in my hand.
Yeah, it's like your hand is missing 2 cards. Dave's missing a beer. Thomas is missing like the cigarette he never got to finish smoking that was lying there.
Something's off here. What happened to my cards?
At this point, why are you questioning it?
It just looks different. Does anything else look odd to you?
Yeah, I nod. Yeah, I noticed it too. There's a few small things different.
As long as there's not bloody raving men trying to tear my face off, I'll take this over the alternative, please.
So I'll look to you two and say, is there anything in your rooms that you would like to retrieve?
I don't have anything that's going to help us with this. Might have some research I could look through.
Research. I think I don't know how much time we have.
So Deborah wants to go to her apartment. Thomas wants to go to his. While you're in your apartment, Thomas, you want to develop some pictures.
No, actually, I want to drink.
Okay, that's fine.
That's my priority
More or
right
less,
now.
How much free time are you free time, quote unquote, allotting yourselves before you get ready to get on the move again? And then what are you going to do during that time?
50?
I don't know.
Ish. I
I might just look in my room to see if Janice is there. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time in there unless like people think I should. But
do you want to investigate your apartment, or do you want to do a quick sweep of like Janice, no Janice, I'm out?
Checking if Janice is there and just looking at, investigating to see if anything seemed off like the other room.
Same thing, intelligence plus investigation while you go to your apartment. Thomas,
would I use eidetic as well, memory?
Yeah, you know what? Because absolutely.
It's my apartment.
Because it's your apartment, you would know exactly how things are. Thomas, while you're in your apartment, what do you plan on doing?
So immediately, first of all, I spend like a good chunk of the time I'm investing just like going to a decanter, slouching and drinking.
Absolutely. To the point of being drunk?
To the point of being... Fuck it, I'm useless anyway. To the point of being drunk. I mean, my vice is gluttony, you know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're dealing with demons.
Yeah.
Drinking's appropriate.
Exactly.
Drinking to take the edge off, appropriate. Drinking to be drunk and maybe be a burden to your friends, gluttony.
There we go. And then I will process. I'm trying to think of what photos would have been useful to process. Probably like the first couple that we took. Where it's like.
So you took pictures of a bunch of things. From my memory, you took a picture of the outside the window because it was a blank void. You took a picture of the dead guy after you got shot.
Dead guy in the hallway. Yeah, that's definitely one I want to do because I'm more interested in the hallway.
So if you remember what you took, do you remember what you took pictures of out of curiosity?
Yeah, it's at the hallway, the dead guy in
I guess the better question is, what do you want to process?
The hallway and the mist.
And the mist. Okay, not a problem. We will get to that. Then we'll say you drink for a good 10 minutes and then you process 2 pictures, more or less.
I process and then I process.
Yeah, exactly. Maggie, your role yields very similar results to the Janice's apartment. Little things are out of place. A hairbrush is missing. Your lipstick is moved from your bathroom to your nightstand next to your bed. A cup that you had left out to get washed to clean is now not there anymore. Little tiny things seem to be missing and out of place. Just enough to make you feel like someone has been in here while I was gone.
Can I?
And no sign of Janice, I'm guessing.
No sign of Janice.
Moose, can I ask something? Because she has eidetic memory. Yeah. Does it seem like someone has been in here, or does it seem like maybe how it was the night before, or sometime in the something she would have done? Does it seem like?
Yep, I got what you're saying. Yep. It seems like somebody's been in here.
Okay.
Things don't. Yeah, like the way things are, the things that are missing and where things have been placed are not something that you do out of habit or the way you kind of go about your day.
Okay. So it's definitely like someone else has been here or lived here or something.
Definitely been here.
Okay.
Dave, you're staying in Janice's apartment, you said, right?
Yeah, just okay. I'm looking for like anything that looks useful.
And Moose is guard dogging.
Guard dogging, yes. If people are starting to move about on the floor, so not in that one apartment, which they are, I'm actually going to go to the stairwell and see if it's coming up. But before I do that, are there multiple stairwells?
Just one.
Just one stairwell? Is that stairwell on an outer wall of the building, or is it somewhere in the middle of the building?
Outer. End of a hallway at the end. Is
there any other way to see down, or is it all just like 4 walls, floors, and you just have to use one stairwell to go up and down, or an elevator?
It's a stairwell or elevator.
Cool. So looking down, does it seem like it came up further than last time?
Make me a memory roll.
Memory roll from where it was before?
Yep.
Okay. Here's a question. Is it on this floor yet?
No.
because I would remember that. All
Yes, I know. Yeah, for sure. But no, it's not on this floor
right.
yet.
Intelligence resolve, which is a chance die for me.
Oh, is it? That's unfortunate.
Of course.
Listen, when you punch somebody though, they go down and they go down fast.
The build works.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
That's a chance die.
That's a chance die.
One intelligence, 3 resolve. Why is that a chance die?
Because what? Oh, sorry. Wait, what did you say? Oh,
I
I'm
said
sorry.
memory. Yeah,
Memory. I'm
roll
sorry.
on.
I was thinking investigation. Never mind.
Okay, re-roll. That says 0 because you said 0C, right? That's a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a re-roll, fam.
Same
Still,
result.
it doesn't look like it to you. It's not on the and like you said, it's not on this floor, so that's a good sign at least.
Can
When I'm in my room,
Mhm.
and things look different, is there like a newspaper or something of that sort?
You have like a stack of newspapers. Absolutely, you do.
Can I look through those to see if it's
You can do a quick
something
filing.
off about them? Like they look like it's not today or something?
Yeah, you absolutely are welcome to. As you are going about them, nothing seems off about the newspapers. Everything seems to be exactly as if there's no newspapers missing, at least from what you can tell.
Then I'm going to go back to Janice's room.
Absolutely.
Can I investigate a hunch?
Yeah, sure. What's the hunch?
So does she has a bathroom?
Oh, okay. That was Scott making music.
Sorry,
what was that?
Yeah, Janice, I assume, has a bathroom.
Yes.
Does the bathroom have a mirror?
Yes.
Can I look in the mirror? Do I look completely normal? Is anything off about my own appearance?
We'll get to you in a second.
What?
I was like, I would have seen that 'cause I would have gone in my room.
And cut
I
to break.
knew it.
You said
knew
that
it.
my lipstick
We'll
was
cut to break here in a second. Thomas, you're looking at your pictures as they're slowly developing.
I'm on top.
And they definitely look not like you remember. First thing that, what was the 2 that you developed? Hallway body?
The dead guy in the hallway, and then the dead guy with the mist coming out of it and Moose punching him.
Right, gotcha.
The
Dead guy in
one that was just
hallway
earlier.
That was all tattered up. The image that is developing before your eyes is of a simple man in simple clothing that looks like he's from the 1950s with some bullet holes in him.
Okay,
Dead
so
on the
it's what it would have been in the real world.
Correct.
Mm.
Your green mist picture yields nothing but a picture of a wall. You don't see
that's even more interesting.
but you do see the dead body on the ground that you all saw from Moose kneeing him and breaking his neck.
Okay, that further complicates things. So after spending way too long doing this, I'll go back to Janice's and tell them. But it depends if I've had any revelations since I've been gone.
We'll cut to break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Everybody go grab a drink. And we'll be right back.
All right. Clickety clickety.
Sorry, you should have outroed that. I don't know why. I was just happy.
You're fine. Bye.
Bye.